Okay. Boom, 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 bam. It's Super Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl Sunday. And welcome to the Great Debate Show. It's your favorite Uncle JJ, and as always, I got something to say. I am back after a 7-day ban from TikTok. I got punished for doing the WWE Royal Rumble event, the live stream I did on my TikTok channel. People from over to YouTube came over too. We had about 1,000 people. We got about 4,000 likes. It was a good day, but they got me for it. And I could not go live on TikTok. Today is the first day that I could do it again. And did you miss me? I'm back though. Finally, Uncle JJ has come back to TikTok. All right. Anyway, no, I'm not at Levi Stadium. My team ain't there. Ill Chill McGill. Why would I be there? My team ain't playing in there. It's Sunday Fun Day, y'all. Grand Rising Queen. How you doing, Liddy? Hank, how are you? Kings and Queens. It's Sunday, Fun Day, Super Bowl Sunday, that is. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Who's winning that bitch? Patriots or Seahawks? I'm back and I'm better than ever, baby. Up in this bitch. And I got a lot to talk about, y'all. Did you watch SmackDown Friday? Was it a good SmackDown? Is it getting better now? Or is it just still a bunch of filler of a show with a few stars that they sprinkle in every now and then? I shouldn't even call it SmackDown. It was Raw/SmackDown. But again, there's content up from Friday. I dropped a video talking about all the NBA trades, who I think won the NBA trade so far. The Super Bowl, of course, Super Bowl 60 this evening. And all of that content is up. I dropped it Friday. It's on the YouTube channel. Check it out. It's on the TikTok profile. Check it out if you missed it. I'm back from my 7-day TikTok ban. That's the last time I'll do a live stream. It seems like I can't do it anymore. They banned me 7 days for it. But when I did WWE WrestlePalooza on ESPN, nothing happened. And I've seen other people do that as well. So I thought I could do it, get more followers, have a nice little watch party. But that did not happen. They got my ass this time. So yeah, Elimination Chamber, I'm just going to have to come holler at y'all live after the show. Because 7 days without talking to you all, I mean, that's just not right. And I almost went crazy. Did you all go crazy that you couldn't see me? You probably forgot about me. Anyway, y'all, this is it. I know you're looking at the pic. The profile pic is because last Sunday, when I was going to break down Royal Rumble, again, what I liked, what I didn't like, I also was going to tell you all what the 49ers defense is going to look like in 2026 under new defensive coordinator Raheem Morris. Now, I broke the news last Sunday afternoon. I put the reel out. Y'all got to follow and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all of that, so you won't miss those reels or those clips. But I never got to explain what I think the Niners D will look like under Raheem Morris. There's rumors that they're going for Max Crosby. There's rumors that they're going all out for the top talent. They just don't want to spend money on the mid-tier talent. This came out of Jed York's mouth in so many words. So I want to talk a little bit about that. We've got the Super Bowl coming up this evening. I'm going to tell you why this game is going to be a lot closer than what people think. Everybody's saying Seattle's going to spank that ass. They may, but I'm going to tell you why they may not. All right, stay tuned. Mikey, what's up over here on YouTube? Keith, what's up, Keith? How you doing, brother? He says, hello, sir. Good morning, Unc. I was wondering why you was off my For You page and TikTok. Glad I'm over here as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, TikTok, man. The hell with you, son of a bitches, for doing that to me. Anyway, I'm back, though. 7 days is 7 days. It's not forever. So here we go. I'm going to talk about the Seahawks and the Patriots in a minute. But first, I want to tell you all about Raheem Morris. Even though this is a little old, not really. Because, and would you know, Niner fans, Jim Schwartz actually has now left the Cleveland Browns after we hired our defensive coordinator. He was my number one option. I was hoping we could get him, but we can't now because, well, I don't think we can. Can we get rid of Raheem Morris and still hire Jim Schwartz as our DC? Or could we hire Jim Schwartz and give Raheem Morris another position, another title? Like, let him be the head secondary coach and head assistant coach or something like that. I don't know. But I'm cool with Raheem Morris. Anything was better than Gus Bradley. And I'm going to tell you why. Oh, wow. 35-31. Patriots over Seahawks. Okay. You think it's going to be that much scoring? Vegas got 45.5 on the over-under, and you've got about a good 71 points. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Congratulations to the Patriots and the Seahawks fans. Good luck. Congrats on getting there, and good luck on winning tonight. I just hope it's a good game. I really don't care who wins. Even as a Niner fan, I'm not hating on the Seahawks tonight. The Seahawks are a damn good football team. And so is the Patriots, though. And I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. First, Raheem Morris, and I'm going to read these comments. Great prediction right there, Keith. We'll see. We'll see, Mikey. I predict Bad Bunny will perform the halftime show. That is a hell of a prediction there, Adam. Thank you so much. How did you guess that? What's up to Brother Gang? What's up to Random? What's up to, again, Adam, D. Leon 8 for predicting that Bad Bunny is going to be. Y'all, are y'all interested in this Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show? This is where I'm taking the bathroom break. You know, like, seriously, I don't care about these halftime shows anymore. I don't even care about the commercials anymore. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. Brother Gang, thank you again. Raw 5,000. We back next year. Until then, bang, bang, Niner gang. Hold up. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the Niners defense real quick while I got you here, Raw. I think that Raheem Morris and the San Francisco 49ers defense is going to look much better than people think. I'm not saying that it'll look better than what Robert Saleh did, but I think it will look better than what people think because we've got people coming back. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Mikael Williams. You also will have, thank y'all for those likes too. Thank you so much, y'all. Let's keep hitting it. Let's keep clicking it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chad, how you doing, brother? One more comment and I'm going to finish my topic. I hope the Seahawks win because they beat us. Just be ready for all the pain that's brought next year. We are coming back bigger, better, stronger. Go Niners. Bang, bang to you, Chad. I appreciate that. I've been kind of hoping that the Seahawks win the Super Bowl too, like I've been saying. Whatever it takes to get Jed York to come into the front office and start throwing shit off the desk. You know, tossing over the damn desk and the tables, ripping up paper, shredding shit. Jed, John, Kyle, what's going on here? Mike McDonald's been here 2 years and he's already a Super Bowl champion. Why in the fuck aren't you yet? And you've been here for 9. It would probably lead to more aggressive spending in the salary cap. They probably would go ahead and be very aggressive and pull the trigger on Max Crosby. There's rumors that Max Crosby and the Raiders are pretty much going to break up, and in that, according to Fox Sports' Jay Glazer, Niners are really, really going to go in on them, or at least they're going to kick the tires on them. I don't know. But whether we get Max Crosby opposite of Nick Bosa or not, with Nick Bosa and Mikael Williams, Bryce Huff, if he's coming back, what's his name? Mikael Williams, I said that already. These guys, Alfred Collins, if he can progress, CJ West, who needs to play more, he ended up getting injured a little bit. If he develops, this defense can be better. Upton Stout, needs to blitz more, I think. I think Raheem Morris plays more man coverage. He blitzes a little bit more, and we'll be more healthier. Robert Saleh did a phenomenal job for what he was, dealt with. He played the cards that his hand was dealt, and it wasn't a good deal at all. But when you get some of these guys back, Raheem Morris is more 3-4 than 4-3. If Kyle Shanahan doesn't tell Raheem Morris to keep running that wide 9 bullshit, the 49ers defense can really be good. He told Steve Wilks to do it. He ended up getting fired after 1 year, one and done, even though we went to the Super Bowl that year. He told Nick Sorensen to do it. He was one and done, got fired. I just think that since DeMeco Ryan and Robert Saleh left the first time, we've been kind of up and down. And one of the main reasons is because whether we've got talent or not, Kyle has to get out of his ways. He's so stuck in his ways. I want to run 4-3. I run a 1 wide 9. I want to run the Seahawks cover 3 BS. Stop it. You're not the Seahawks, okay? You're just not. Just be you and run whatever scheme or schemes that fit your personnel. And I'm going to explain to you why if Raheem Morris runs the 3-4, that he runs more than 4-3 or any other base in his base defense. You will understand that this is going to be a good look. How about Alfred Collins in the middle as the nose tackle in a 3-4 base defense with Nick Bosa and Mikael Williams on the edge? Okay? Outside linebackers, Bryce Huff, and whoever else that you bring in on that other side that can rush. I wouldn't even mind if you took one of your middle linebackers and done that. I wouldn't mind if on passing downs, Nick Bosa and Bryce Huff, if we don't add anybody, I'm sure we will. We need to. Whoever that other edge rusher is, him and Nick Bosa can be the outside linebackers on passing downs. While you have Mikael Williams and CJ West and Alfred Collins, or you could take Alfred Collins out and it's Mikael and it's CJ and it's, I don't know, another guy to play on the base down. 3-4 defense is what I think they should do. And I know you're saying, well, what about your linebackers? We've got to draft them. We've got to sign them. Brandon Ayuk is going to, kind of share up a little bit more money for the 49ers because of him leaving and the trade is going to happen. So if you can spend some money on a linebacker or two, draft a linebacker or two. I say blitz more. You only need two. Fred Warner and whoever else is next to him. I don't care about Tatum Bethune. I don't really care about D. Winters. They're all right. And I don't know what the hell's going to happen with Nick Martin. But if they go get a linebacker that can play opposite with Fred Warner, Azeez Al-Shaair, I think he's actually going to be available. Bring him back. I don't know. But just put a linebacker next to Fred Warner, and that 3-4 defense is much better than that same 4-3 wide 9 bullshit that we've been running. I actually think the 49ers are more 3-4 personnel fit. Kyle just has to stop being so stuck in his ways and stop telling his defensive coordinators to run when he thinks they need to run. And it's not working. And I told you before, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are the definition of insanity because they continue to do the same things over and over for the past 9 years, and they're getting the same results. And those results have not been a Super Bowl championship. So there you have it. That's my thoughts. I think that Nick Bosa can play defensive end in the 3-4 base, and on passing downs, I think he can be an outside linebacker along with Bryce Huff and whoever else that they throw in there to rush the passer. I think Deommodore is much better playing man coverage. If you look at the tape, he is. Darrell Luter Jr. played man coverage in college. Renardo Green played better man coverage in college at Florida State. So these guys play better man. Why are we zone so much? Raheem Morris plays more man coverage. And I think you will see that man coverage more and those 5, hopefully even 6 down linemen that will come, or maybe not, at the line of scrimmage. That's what I would like to say about the 49ers defense and Raheem Morris, because I didn't get to say that last Sunday, the day they hired him officially, because I was banned here on TikTok. Okay. WWE was okay. We had a pretty decent week. We got Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Excuse me. I think that is going to be a good WrestleMania main event. We were supposed to get Punk and Breaker, and then we were supposed to get Reigns and Rollins, but Rollins got hurt, Seth Rollins that is, and, well, there it is. Speaking of Seth Rollins, I'm supposed to be changing my calendar. It's February now. You're not supposed to be looking at him anymore. I'll do it later. But the week in review for wrestling was pretty much like it's always, so-so. I did like Roman Reigns and CM Punk's promo. I thought that was good. They cooked. The problem is we probably won't see Roman Reigns on television until after Elimination Chamber. And CM Punk is going to have to carry this whole feud for the next 2 months until we get to, almost 2 months. Yeah, it's pretty much 2 months until we get to WrestleMania. They're probably going to have him in this feud with Finn Balor, and they're going to, probably have another match or something. I don't really know why or see the point, but this is just some filler stuff until Roman comes back. Basically, that's it. That's why people didn't want him to win the Rumble. Man, I'm getting choked up. Excuse me. I don't know. For the people who think that Roman Reigns shouldn't have won the Rumble, they're right and wrong, if that makes any sense to you. They're right because it's time for new stars in the WWE to come up. They're wrong also, though, because Roman Reigns was right. He told you all on the Pat McAfee show the day before Royal Rumble last week, that, hey, I've been sitting on the bench for 2 years now, nearly. I dropped the title to Cody. And besides Cody, there's been no other stars. And even Cody is not the star that Roman Reigns was. You all have said that many of times because you said you're sick of Cody. And that's why we were glad that Drew McIntyre finally beat him and got the title. So where is Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? Why did Bronson Reed even beat Roman Reigns? If he's no better now, he hasn't evolved anymore since he was taking his shoes, the tribal thief, and beating him in WrestlePaloozas or whatever those PLEs were. Carmelo Hayes just became United States champion. The world champion is still an old CM Punk. It was Seth Rollins before that. What stars have been created since he put the strap down and went away? Mr. Part-Timer that you all are tired of seeing. So in a way, I agree with Roman Reigns. And 100% really I agree with him. It's not his fault that creative has been this bad. Now, I'm not saying that he should be the man back at the plate. But they haven't brought anybody else out of the dugout yet and put the rocket on their back and shot. Now, I don't know if it's because those guys are not ready or it's just because WWE is that bad in doing what they're supposed to do. Aziz is the dirty player. You are right about that. Whip, is that Whip Hero? You are right about that. He is. But I'd still take him back. I'd take him back as a Niner friend before I would take Deebo Samuel back. And everybody's getting their pennies in a bunch because Deebo was seen partying and kicking it with Kittle and Trent Williams and Kyle and all of that stuff. It doesn't mean he's coming back to the Niners, whether he wants to come back or not. It doesn't mean they're going to bring him back. He can't kick it with old friends. Those are his guys. I don't think Deebo's going back to San Francisco. He shouldn't, and we shouldn't want him back. I mean, we got our ass kicked 41-6 against Seattle, mainly because we had players just as slow and couldn't get separation like Deebo. So why would bringing Deebo help us out anymore? He would just be another version of everything that we had this past season. We need speed. We need somebody dynamic, elusive, and that can create separation, can beat man coverage off the line of scrimmage. Ricky Pearsall kind of can do that, but we never really know if he's going to be able to suit up or not. So anyway, I don't know how I got the Deebo and the Niners. Reading that comment about Aziz Al-Shaair, he is a dirty player, though. I agree with that comment. Somebody said the Chiefs. Doobie said, let's go. Hope you have a good day. Thank you, Bob. Bob Tom. Appreciate it. You guys didn't say that when you beat the Eagles. I said we were going to beat the Eagles because you all weren't the Eagles. That's just it. So that's not really a knock on us. That's a knock on your team. You should have been better than us, but I knew you were not because the Eagles just were not the Eagles. That's all, brother. That's it, Alex. Jeff, what's up with you? Game Changer Gear, #1 viewer bash. Thanks. Anyway, what's up, Raymond? Undertaker 21-0 streak or Roman Reigns 11 main events? That Undertaker streak should have never ended, but I got to go with the Taker streak. But it should have never ended. You 49ers just need to trade for Myles Garrett. I wish. Myles Garrett is definitely upset. He is posting all kind of stuff with his head down after Jim Schwartz didn't get the job and they hired Todd Monken. Myles Garrett just got to shut the fuck up. You signed that big-ass contract, just stay there and suffer. Get your 23, get 25 sacks next year. You still won't win a damn thing. That's how I see it. But would I love Myles Garrett? Hell yes. But how about the 49ers just get Trey Hendrickson? He's a free agent. Unless the Bengals tag him, which I doubt, we could just get him. I would love to get, what's the guy's name in Atlanta? Kyle Pitts. I would love to have him. I also wouldn't mind getting what's his name? Alec Pierce or whatever his name is, the speedy receiver with the Colts. He's a free agent. Wouldn't mind taking a crack at him. I know we don't want to spend a lot of money, but I think we need to spend some money. The New England Patriots are playing tonight in the Super Bowl, mainly because they spend money. They spent some money this past offseason in free agency, and it's worked. It worked in their favor. They did it the right way, and it worked. Will it get them a Super Bowl championship? We're going to find out, in the next, 8 hours or so. It'll be all said and done. I would love to trade for A.J. Brown. What is that, Lyle, 209? I would love to. I've been pitching that since before the trade deadline this season. This past year, I've been saying it. It just didn't happen. I was like Brandon Ayuk for A.J. Brown. And you can't tell me it wouldn't have been smart. They didn't do anything with A.J. Brown. We didn't get Brandon Ayuk to even show up and play for us. Lyle 209, thank you for following the Great Debate Show. I just saw that, and I appreciate it. I encourage all of you to do that. Hit the follow button, subscribe on YouTube, hit the like button, share, and, subscribe. Hit the notification bell because you never know when your favorite unk might pop back up. I ain't really got nothing else to say about the wrestling. I'm going to get into the Super Bowl talk before I lose you all. But Punk and Reigns is going to be good, even though that's a backup plan. Miss Relatable, how you doing, Queen? Thank you so much for the love, the taps, and the gifts. I appreciate it so much. Raymond, what the Niners going to do next year? Well, I just got to explaining how the defense will probably look, or how it should look under Raheem Morris, so I think it'll be better. They'll be healthy. The offense just needs to get faster. The defense needs to get faster too, but they need to play schemes that better fit the personnel. So we're not going to have a rough schedule, 12-5, but we still finished 3 in the NFC West. That's a good thing. That's the one thing I was glad about not getting that number 1 seed. We're not ready to play the best teams in every other division next year, but we are good enough to play the 3rd best teams in those divisions. And I think that if we draft good, which we know that ain't going to happen, but yet still no one wants to get rid of John or Kyle Shanahan. But if we sign some good free agents, and if we do come up with some picks, from this year's draft or last year's draft or the draft before the year, you know how we do. It takes 2-3 years before you see these guys hit the field, and hopefully we get lucky that somebody is actually good and they develop into something. But we got to replace Brandon Ayuk. We have to replace Dre Greenlaw and those guys because we have never done that. And Fred Warner's not getting any younger. We even need to replace him. His replacement needs to be intact. So drafting and signing free agents is going to have to be key. Max Crosby, I wouldn't go all in for him. Not 2 first-round picks, but 1 first-round pick. Yeah, what the hell? But understand the Niners are going all in for stars like this because they can't draft those stars themselves. And that's the problem. And if Niner fans want them to go all in for Max Crosby, and that's going to create more cap problems in the future, then you're also still contradicting yourself because these are the same people who say, man, I wouldn't let Kyle go. But you want to go give up all those draft picks because you know he can't draft? Him and John? But that's still going to lead to trouble down the road. I don't know if getting Max Crosby still going to get them a Super Bowl. They've got so many other holes to fill, and the offensive line needs to be the first thing John and Kyle do. If they don't fix that, the Niners still will be swimming with no feet. It's like moving 2 steps forward but 4 steps backwards. All right, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl 60. Cliff Kingsbury joined the Rams offensive staff. I broke that news Friday. That's a good episode that's out right now. I've already told y'all about Super Bowl 60 on Friday. It just wasn't a live episode. So if you want to check that out, please do. And I talked about all of the NBA trades and who won the NBA trades from this week. All of that's on that episode. It's on the TikTok profile. It's on the YouTube channel. It is on Twitter or X. It's on Facebook. That's why you follow the Great Debate Show on all social media platforms. Okay, that shoulder injury that everybody was saying that could hurt Drake May, no problem. The Patriots quarterback has no game designation after 3 straight full practices. And that shoulder that he hurt in the AFC Championship game 2 weeks ago is not going to be a problem. At least that's what they're saying. Sam Darnold, what oblique? Nothing. Everything is gone. Everything is clear. The only thing to worry about is the rookie safety, Nick Emmanrory, who was seen limping pretty bad on an ankle. He suffered an ankle injury earlier this week in practice. That was earlier in the week. I think maybe on like a Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's Sunday now. He's going to play. Will he be 100%? I don't know. Probably not. But can he still be dynamic as he usually is on the field? He just jumps off the screen a lot of games when I'm watching him. Can he do that at 50% or can he do it at 75%? I don't know where he's at on that, but he's going to suit up and play. This reminds me of when Cam Chancellor got hurt. during the week of Super Bowl week when the Seahawks played the Patriots 11 years ago. Something just wasn't quite right. We thought LOB had it. They were going to beat the brakes off of them. Tom Brady, you're going down this time. And the Patriots still beat them. Do you get the funniest feeling that's going to happen again? Tom Brady won a Super Bowl his second season in the NFL when he upset the Los Angeles St. Louis Rams, the 2001 season. That was year 2 for him. This is year 2 for Drake May. All right, everybody's counting the Patriots out, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you, as much as I think this can be a blowout by Seattle, as much as I think they can win by 2 scores at least, Vegas have not changed the line. It's still 4.5 on the point spread. Y'all, Josh McDaniels has had 2 weeks to prepare for Mike McDonald's and his defense. 2 weeks. That's got to stand for something. Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year. Josh McDaniels won Assistant Coach of the Year. Remember that Super Bowl I was just speaking about 11 years ago, Seahawks and Patriots? Guess who had a lot to do with the Patriots winning that Super Bowl, beating LOB? Josh McDaniels. He was there then. He's still there now. He's gone a few times, but he always come back home. He always comes back home. And I'm just giving him his flowers because even though he can't be a head coach worth a damn, he's one of the better OCs that we've had in the past 2 decades. Let's just be honest. And sorry about that. I think he can get the job done. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots pull off this upset. I don't even really think it's going to be that much of an upset. As fast as the Seahawks defense is, the Patriots got a lot of speed on offense. You know, the rookie, or whatever he is, what's his name? Ramondre Stevenson or whatever his name is. You got the other guy. The Seattle Seahawks, they're not that good defensively against tight ends. As good as they are, they have struggled against tight ends. That's what the statistics show. And, well, the Patriots got some tight ends. And they can make some plays down the field. I don't think Josh McDaniels is going to do it right out the bat. I think he's going to slowly ease Drake May into this game. He's going to get a feel of what Seattle's doing in the first quarter. But watch out when we get to the second quarter. I think they're going to take their shots. All right, this is the first game that the Patriots have had a chance to play in good weather. No inclement weather. The last 2 games they played in this postseason, it was terrible at Foxborough when they played the Texans. It was terrible at Mile High in Denver when they played the Broncos. Bad weather. Not to mention those were good defenses. This is a great defense tonight that they're going to play. But inclement weather won't be an issue. Drake May's going to sling it. If this shoulder is fine, like they're saying, don't think he ain't going to take his shots. Now, I'm not saying that shit won't blow up. And there'll be some turnovers here and there, and that game can get ugly real quick. But I'm not counting the Patriots out. And I just got the funniest feeling now that the Patriots may pull this off. I'm not picking. I know that's what y'all saying. Get to it, Get to it, Jay. Who you got? I don't really have neither one. I think both teams are good. They're phenomenal. The Patriots got a little lucky to get here. I don't think they would have beat Buffalo, and Buffalo should have beaten Denver, but that's neither here nor there. The Patriots won like 11 straight games in the regular season. Regardless of who they beat in that streak, they had that streak that long. Mike Vrabel's been talking to Bill Belichick. He's locked in, and I just can see the storyline in the morning. Robert Kraft doesn't get in the Hall of Fame. Bill Belichick doesn't get in the Hall of Fame first time around, first ballot, neither one of them, but the Patriots are still champions again. Fuck you, Hall of Fame committee. I can hear Robert Kraft in the morning or tonight saying, put that in your pipe and smoke it. You know, I could really see that happening. I'm not saying it will, but let's put a little respect on the Patriots' name, all right? They're here for a reason. That's all I'm saying. They're here for a reason. The Patriots got corners. All of this talk about JSN, he can't be stopped. But if they can figure out a way to contain him, they've got corners that can really take Cooper Kupp and those other guys out of the game. Some people are telling me that Cooper Kupp's going to have a big game. I don't know about that. And the Patriots defense is just as good. Let's not sleep on them on that. I'm just trying to make a case on why this game is going to be a lot closer than what people are telling me. That's all I'm saying. I was thinking this is a blowout. Patriots ain't got a chance. But as we got closer to it and we got into this second week, I just started to realize that the Patriots hear all of this disrespect. They hear everyone saying they don't really have a shot. They're not winning. Josh McDaniels had 2 weeks. That's all I'm saying, 2 weeks. And let's not act like the Patriots defense isn't good and they're not good enough to put pressure on Sam Darnold. We haven't seen Sam Darnold fold. He's been very good. I've had to apologize and everything. But if the Patriots put that pressure on him, let's not act like we don't know he still won't turn back into Scam Darnold. He hasn't done that. And everybody said, hey, shut the fuck up. We're in the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold's in the Super Bowl. I never doubted him. Okay, congrats. Congrats. But let's not act like the Patriots don't have defense too, okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, Harold Landry is questionable for tonight. That's big for the Patriots. They really could use him as far as getting to Sam Darnold. But we'll see, man. The Seahawks play a lot of zone. Drake May was much better against man defense. They won't see any man defense probably tonight. If the Seahawks play more man, even though Drake May was probably the best quarterback in the NFL this year against man coverage, what would that tell you? It would tell you that shit ain't real. But if they play more zone, okay, it will be harder for Drake May to maybe take some shots. If they send blitzes, Drake May will kill that too and eat that up. He's got legs. He can scramble. Sam Darnold's got legs. He can scramble. So 2 quarterbacks really on the same level. Darnold just has the more experience. He's more seasoned. Good running game from both teams. One has a lot of speed, and that's New England. Watch out. It takes them a while to get going, but if they get a hold, them dudes will be gone. One of the running backs especially. The Patriots have got good corners. The Seahawks have got good corners. The front seven for the Seahawks is going to be really, really, really dominant. The Patriots are going to have to find a way to run the ball and stay balanced. If they can't do that, yeah, they're going to get blew out the stadium. But if they can find a way to run on Seattle's front seven, and that D-line is ferocious, we got a ball game. That's all I'm saying. We will have a ball game. If the Patriots can put pressure on Sam Darnold, we got a ball game. And the Patriots can do that. I don't know who's going to win this game. I'm not picking. I ain't got a dog in this fight. I sound like Tom Brady, don't I? Do y'all agree with other people? Do you think Tom Brady should have picked the Patriots? Or do you think it's okay for him to say, I don't know who's going to win, good luck to both? Do you think that maybe Tom Brady is a little jealous and he doesn't want the Patriots to win another Super Bowl without him? Maybe he and Belichick thought that these suckers are dead. They're dead. They're cooked. It'll be 30 years before they reach another Super Bowl, and now they're already back. Already. That didn't take that long. What, about 6 years since Brady left? And they're back. Maybe Tom Brady doesn't want them to be successful without him. Or maybe he really meant what he said. He just doesn't care who wins. Good luck to both teams. I don't know. He is a broadcaster now, so maybe he had to be politically correct. All right, let me read a few comments so we can get out of here. You think the Cardinals are just going to be bad again next year? The Arizona Cardinals? It depends on what quarterbacks they get. The report came out yesterday that Tua and Kyler Murray are going to get traded. No shit. It must have been a lazy, slow day for Bleacher Report. Oh, and congratulations to our North Carolina Tar Heels. We beat Duke finally at the buzzer last night. It was a great game. I wish I was in Chapel Hill. Finally, we beat Duke. I think we lost to Duke like 3 times last season. So I was glad to see us find a way to get that game. What a game. What a clutch shot at the buzzer, or 0.4 seconds. My Tar Heels didn't lead at all until the end of the game. So congrats to North Carolina. That's probably going to be the best moment of our season. We're not going as far as Duke. Duke is really good. Carlos Boozer and his boys, Cameron Boozer, them dudes is good. But we caught them slipping. Mainly everybody probably bet on Duke to win. But hope y'all won some money there. I hit. Congrats to my Tar Heels. All right. What's up, boss? Quick question. What grade you give the Thunder for Jared McCain? I give them a B+. I talked about that on that episode, though. It's up right now, about 53 minutes of good content. I talked about everybody and who I thought won the NBA trade. That's the only reason why I'm not going over there right now. But that was solid for the Thunder. It was solid, no doubt. Thank you for that comment, Dr. Wow. What, where? Who, what, where? Patriots had the easiest schedule this year. That is correct. No, we had the easiest schedule, but the Patriots didn't have a rough schedule. They did not. But they still just beat the Chargers, the Texans, and the Broncos to get to the Super Bowl. They did. Jake said, let's go Cardinals. Shout out to the Cardinals. Lawrence Smith says, if Knicks was playing in the Super Bowl, who? Bang, bang, we're going to be back next year. I hope so, Austin. #1 defense on NFL, Seattle Seahawks. Yes, that is true. Brady definitely doesn't want the Pats to win, says Austin. I think that is the case. I really do, Austin. World Heavyweight Champion, hell yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Yes, I am. I'm going to have a match tonight, right after the Super Bowl. Hell in a Cell. Me and you. The Seahawks, Seattle been average over 30 points. Oh, been averaging 30 points a game. Bad Buddy Day. Pats over everyone. Vito Valentino. Okay. All right. Pats up every down. Y'all are lost. Darnold hasn't played a top 10 defense. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell everybody right now what to expect and why they better not sleep on the Patriots. I don't know when you started typing this stuff, Vito Valentino, but I'm trying to tell them it's not going to be as easy as some of these people are saying. Even though it was New England, do you think this Super Bowl may be a forgettable one? Says Kevin. Kevin, I don't know. Some people are saying this will be one of the least watched Super Bowls in quite some time. I don't know about that. I think it's a good matchup for both teams, so I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. I hope it's okay. That's all I can say. I hope it's better than last year, because last year sucked. I mean, it really, really sucked. Okay, y'all. My time is up. Mendoza won't throw at the combine. The quarterback is going to throw at Indiana's Pro Day instead to give his guys the best chance. Pats 28-23 says Booty 459. Okay, Booty. Even though the Chargers game had bad weather, all the games had bad weather then. I said the Texans and the Bronco game. I'm sorry. The Charger game had bad weather too. Now they're playing in good, sunny, beautiful, nice, maybe a little wind, but I doubt it. Levi Stadium. They in California, baby. They in the Bay. Man, you think Drake May ain't slinging that bitch tonight? You crazy. I'm not telling you it won't lead to some turnovers or some bad things could happen, but Nick M and Rory, he can't be 100% the way I saw him get out of that car, go to his hotel room and limp. It was a pretty bad limp. I'm telling you. That is going to be more key than what people are saying out loud. The Patriots will need Harold Landry tonight, but they can find ways to get pressure. I almost leaned on the Patriots, y'all. I'm just starting to get that feel that something's funny going to happen here. They want everybody to bet Seattle. I don't think New England is better than Seattle overall, but all the Patriots have to do is get one win, one game. Any given Sunday, right? This could be the Sunday. I don't know. I just kind of start to get that feeling the Patriots are going to beat Seattle again, while everybody else is betting that the Seahawks are getting their vengeance on what happened 11 years ago. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Put some respect on Sam Darnold's name. Man, I've been doing that all season long. Where have you been? I can tell you this must be your first time here. All right, that wraps it up for me, man. This the dark side now, though. 100. Pats winning. 2, Unc. Okay. All right, Laquan. He is insane. Just attacks every play. My day's going good, Dre. Who do you want winning the Super Bowl? I don't care, Sydney. I really don't care. I just want to see a good game. And I really don't even know who's winning. Yes, we need to draft a wide receiver, Dre. Third shift, Unc. Thank you for the heart. Rodriguez from Texas Tech is an elite linebacker. Yeah, Texas Tech. Texas Tech has got a good linebacker. Utah's got a few good offensive tackles. I'm going to do more episodes to break down who we could be drafting in the draft, but I like that one, Lyle, 209. And thank you for the follow again. Brian said, you think Michael is a bust or not? It's hard to tell because we didn't get enough games from him. I kind of think he is, but I mean, I will say this. even though I wouldn't have drafted somebody who can stop the run only at number 11 overall in the first round of the draft. But I will say this now. When Mykel Williams was playing, we were number 6 in run defense. Now, maybe that was because of the schedule at that time, but we were number 6 in run defense. When he left and was done for the remainder of the season, we went from 6 to 26 in rush defense. So that says something. But again, I need somebody that can stop the run, set the edge, and get to the quarterback. He cannot do that at all. That's the kind of borderline bust shit right there. Breaking news, Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. Says Libra 1K. Y'all need to draft that one wide receiver from Arizona State. Okay. Let's go Seahawks. San Fran for life. That's right, Sydney. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. I'm late with some of these things, but I was talking, and I had to let y'all know what's up. Is Christian Gonzalez going to lock up JSN? That's a good question. Every time we want to see matchups like that, we don't get to see it. They'll move JSN around. Clint Kubiak is pretty smart. He knows how to give him the better matchups. So probably not. Probably not. 24-17, Patriots win, says Felix. Okay, we got some Patriots in here now. Shout out to the GOAT, Michael Jordan. That's right. That's right. Thank you for that comment, Auburn. Felix said, May MVP. Well, what happened to all the Seahawks fans? There are some Patriot love in here today, and we're going to see what's going to happen tonight. All right, my time is up, though, man. Good luck to the Patriot fans. Good luck to the Seahawks fans. I really don't care who wins this game. Either way, if Mike Vrabel wins the Super Bowl tonight in his first year as coaching the Patriots, I can talk shit and say I want Kyle Shanahan fired. If Mike McDonald in our division wins the Super Bowl tonight in his second year of coaching, I can talk shit and say I want Kyle Shanahan fired. So either way it go, I get to talk shit and continue to say I want Kyle Shanahan fired. The only way Kyle Shanahan can do a good job at head coach is if he just is a head coach. Stop being the OC. Stop being the general manager. Stop wearing all the hats that you're wearing. You're not fucking Bill Walsh, okay? And even that put too much pressure on him. And Eddie DeBartolo said, I'm taking this title away from you. I'm taking this title away from you. Y'all saw the rise of the 49ers. I know Niner fans did. Eddie DeBartolo had to take some of those hats away from Bill Walsh. Kyle, you're not Bill Walsh. Jed, when are you going to take these hats off of Kyle's hand, off his head? That's all I'm saying. 49er Razorback, how you doing? Thank you for liking the live. What time do the Niners play today? They play whatever time your mama gonna show up. All right, y'all. I gotta go. It's been real. I will give y'all more information on who the Niners should draft in the 2026 draft. I will, also break down a little bit more about the NBA. I've talked about the trades and who won them. Those episodes are up right now from Friday on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. Right here on TikTok in my profile. Go check it out. All right. Seahawks are going to win. I'm going to hate seeing the Seahawks win in our stadium. It don't matter, 925. It's not your stadium. It's not my stadium. It's okay. If they win, cool. That may make the 49ers more aggressive this offseason. They may do some things that we never thought that they would do. Because they will be like, we cannot let this fucking happen again. They just won a Super Bowl in our stadium. We've got to do something. They really do. They really need to make some changes, some improvements. And I think it could actually be best for us if the Seahawks do win tonight in our stadium. That's kind of how I've been rooting for it to happen. But as we get closer to this game, I'm thinking, man, the Patriots are going to fuck around and beat the Seahawks. And nobody's giving them a chance. John Gruden for head coach. Nah, I'm straight on him. I don't know who team you're talking about. Well, okay, you're talking about the Niners. No, I wouldn't want Gruden. I'd rather keep Kyle. I can't believe I'm saying that. Thank you for the comment, Jason. Good luck to your Hawks tonight. I have been saying that you guys need to rebuild facts. 100. Kyle McMasters 913. Yeah, I said we should have rebuilt last year. But they wanted to hit the reset button. Now here we are. Seahawks defense is too goated. We're going to have so much pressure on Drake May. But what if what if the Patriots have a lot of pressure on Sam Darnold? Drake May can scramble too now if he has to. Don't forget that. I don't know, y'all. We'll see. We know the Seahawks can definitely get to the quarterback, but they don't blitz. Let's not act like the Patriots ain't got a decent O-line that can block. If they can give Drake May that time, the Seahawks better be ready on the back end. If they've got one flaw, it's probably the back end of that defense. But the front seven, yeah, it's solid as a rock. Kyle does need to retire straight up 100. Thank you, Kyle. Somebody that finally agrees with me with this Kyle Shanahan stuff. All right, that's pretty much it for me, y'all. Aaron Rodgers says he may return to the Pittsburgh Steelers, or some reports saying that he could return. Anthony Davis is not going to play for the rest of this season. That trade that that the Wizards made, Trae Young and Anthony Davis, we won't know how that'll look until 2026, 2027. That's for next year. What else do I have? Oh, did you hear that Kirk Cousins is going to get released by the Minnesota Vikings? Now, I know that they tried to trade him last year, but they couldn't. Contract's kind of jacked, thanks to the Vikings and all the guarantee money. But didn't the Minnesota Vikings, didn't the Atlanta Falcons start to get things together offensively when Michael Penix Jr. went down with an injury and Kirk Cousins took over? I know he's not the future, but they probably still should have kept that bridge intact until they get the quarterback of the future. They're just going to let him go and say, here, Minnesota, go ahead and get Cousins. We know y'all need a quarterback. If the Vikings play the Falcons this year, I hope the Vikings kick their ass. I don't know how smart this is. You didn't get nothing for Kirk Cousins when you wouldn't trade him. He came back and won like the last 4 straight games to end the Atlanta Falcons season, and you're just going to release him and let him choose to go wherever he wants. And you know he's going to probably return to Minnesota. That's a possibility. Kirk Cousins is going to get released before free agency starts. That was something that broke out yesterday. The 49ers also said that they will not shop Mac Jones. They said they won't do it. San Francisco's preference is to keep the backup quarterback and Brock Purdy. That's almost saying they know Brock Purdy is going to get hurt probably again. So we need Mac. And if that's the case, then it confirms you shouldn't have gave him the deal you gave him. Everybody's going to kick the doors down for Mac Jones. I don't want to see Mac Jones leave. But if people are going to throw first-round picks at us or Justin Jeffersons at us because they're desperate for a quarterback, we probably may need to listen to that. That's what the Niners said. They won't do it. They be lying their asses off too at times. We'll see if this was a lie or not. But again, the Falcons are likely cutting Kirk Cousins. He's expected to be released by the start of the new year and will choose where he wants to play next year, according to Adam Schefter. All right. I guess. Whatever. Okay. Again, congratulations to my North Carolina Tar Heels. We finally beat Duke last night in a thriller. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up. Sunday Fun Day. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Who y'all got? I've seen different comments from different people. Some say Seahawks. A lot of people have came in here and said the Patriots today. That's a surprise. If anybody cares about the Winter Olympic stuff, Lindsey Vonn crashed this morning, 14 seconds into the race. She lost control over the opening traverse and spent around. She was airlifted from the mountain. This happened early this morning. I don't know where the Winter Olympics is, but yeah, she crashed at the Olympics in the American skiing thing or whatever. Airlifted off the course after fall in women's downhill final. And they end up winning too. Shout out to America. They won. They won the gold there. But no Lindsey Vonn. Don't know what's her status like and what's wrong. She tore her ACL or something like that a week prior to this. So I don't know. But the USA still took gold in that downhill challenge. And I think that's all I got. Max Crosby is trying to get out of the Raiders organization. And Joe Burrow, probably not going to get traded, but the Vikings will be calling. They will be calling. And if that doesn't work, then they're going to call the Niners for Mac Jones. And then if that doesn't work, they're going to try to get Kirk Cousins. He's a free agent now, or he's going to be. Derek Carr is trying. He must have spent too much money or something. during his retirement, his short retirement. Derek Carr is open to returning to the NFL. I remember when he retired, nobody cared. But he said the right situation and the coaching staff could bring the quarterback out of retirement. He's trying to get some of his money, man, because he knows there are no quarterbacks this offseason. Really isn't. Washington needs to fix that defense. Yes. Yes, she was racing with a torn ACL. Yes. Not very smart, but they claim that the way it happened, the video shows that the ACL, her leg, had nothing to do with how that happened. She got caught up in something and was sideways, and she got spent around. But I ain't seen the tape now, so I couldn't say. Did the 49ers get a DC yet? Yes. He's on that picture right there, brother. Delta and Braver, Raheem Morris. And I explained in the beginning of the show how Raheem Morris and the Niners defense will look under him. Boring Drew McIntyre. Nah, he's not boring. Drew McIntyre had a great promo too. He finally got to talk after getting getting attacked by Cody, then attacked by Jacob Fatu. He clapped back at Roman Reigns and CM Punk. That was good. All right, y'all, I'm done, man. Scatterbo says he's open to a WWE career. The Giants running back already thinking about life after the NFL. Wow. You know, a lot of Giants fans was on his ass for being at that last wrestling show while he had just tore his damn leg up. And he was like, man, get a life. I'm living mine, leave me alone. Now he's talking again about wrestling, and he's just going into year 2 of his NFL career. Does any of you all agree with that or not? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Maybe tonight, after the Super Bowl, we'll crown a new champion. Will it be the Seahawks or will it be the Patriots? Until then, y'all be safe. Have a great Super Sunday, and I hope we have a good game. All right. Peace. Oh, thank you, Armani.